Hi, I'm Dana Kennedy. I'm a reporter with the New York Post, and today is the International Day of Jihad because the former leader of Hamas has called on Muslims worldwide to stand in solidarity with Palestinians, like by protesting, demonstrating, and who knows what else. So people are afraid, and the NYPD's former top cop, Bill Bratton, shares their concern. And he had some warnings for me when I spoke to him recently. Now, Bratton served 2 terms as the NYPD commissioner. He left most recently in 2016. He's still very much in touch with the brass at the NYPD. And he is really worried about 2 things. One, the precipitous drop in the number of officers since he left in 2016. About 4,000 police officers have left for budget cuts and because cops don't like the anti-police sentiment. And the other thing he's worried about are 2 counterterrorism units that he formed in 2015. They're known by their acronyms, SRG and CRC. I was actually fortunate enough with Matt McDermott, the photographer, to go out with the SRG in the summer of 2020 when the post-George Floyd rallies and protests and riots were at their epicenter. And I can tell you, these officers do not play. They're the men and the women with the long guns and the helmets and the heavy shields. They're the ones out in front of synagogues, in front of the UN. They're at crowd control events when things get bad. They're the people that you want when things really go south. And Bratton is really concerned that they may be cut. His point is now is not the time to make cuts. And he places the blame squarely on the city council. He said all the anti-police sentiment that came up after the murder of George Floyd has really hurt the city because at the end of the day, I think his point is when the bad thing happens, who do you want to call? A social worker or a cop?